can't use my full power here. Gotta
That's
take
not
this
really
somewhere else.
shit.
Oh, gross!
You got skills, man. I like that. Oh, mierda.
Smack his ass. Oh my god. Fajin.
I moved us to an abandoned part of the city so we can go all out. Because I always do my best.
The exaggerated swagger of a black teenager. You see? No cap.
I'm smoking okay. Yeah, I hit the is up. Now I'm taking off. I'm taking off. Yeah, I came from the bottom, I went to the top. Now I'm taking off. I'm taking off. I'm taking off.
What's going on, YouTube? Back with another video. Spider-Man vs. Deku. You see the shit on the screen. I don't gotta say too much else. If I'm being honest, Spider-Man is my favorite hero. Deku is one of my new gens. So if I have to give my honest opinion, I'm probably going, no cap, probably going. Like if it's regular Spider-Man and we're not talking about comic book and shit, I'm going Deku for sure. I ain't gonna lie. Deku's probably got that shit.
Miles Morales versus Izuku Midoriya.
Spider-Man versus Deku. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
All right, let's take this from the top again. This is Peter Parker. He was bitten by a radioactive spider, and for who knows how long, he's been the one and only Spider-Man.
Okay, we already know how Spidey works.
In a universe filled with super soldiers, Hulk and Green Goliath.
Do we not know how Spidey works? We could fast forward through these, right? No cap. Like, do we really need to sit here and watch this? Because we can pretty much skip through this shit. I'm pretty sure.
To look out for the little guy.
But in a multiverse of infinite possibilities, that doesn't always last forever. Like in Universe 1610, when NYC's Webhead got iced on the job.
The city was left without its protector. But fortunately, Peter wasn't the only one who got bit. Enter Miles Morales, a young teen from Brooklyn just trying to figure out his place in the world. And now, he had it thrust upon him.
The canon event to start all canon events. Now it was Miles' turn to be the hero the Big Apple needed. And he had all the usual spider kit to help him out.
This spider carried the Oz formula, a genetics-enhancing serum that granted Miles superhuman strength, speed, and the ability to alter his body's electron attraction to crawl along any surface.
And you can't forget that classic spider sense, an internal warning system that lets Miles know about incoming threats so he can react ahead of time. He even got an upgrade that acts like a radar, letting him see through stuff.
But no spider person.
I ain't know all that. What the fuck?
Web shooters.
Well, yeah.
Given to him by Peter's Aunt May, these webs have all sorts of applications between swinging, grabbing, restraining, projectiling, and being made into constructs.
Not having Peter around to show him the ropes made things a lot tougher, though. And between mishaps with wall crawling and web slinging, Miles got off to a rocky start.
Like any typical teenager, he had a lot of self-doubt. Could he keep up in school? What was the right way to talk to girls?
And how could he live up to being Spider-Man when one of the villains he had to face turned out to be his very own uncle? Makes family dinner so awkward.
Trash.
Trying to kill you stuff.
Fortunately, Miles had
You see how they made the black Spider-Man, you know what I'm saying, getting attacked by his own people? Just continuing the narrative.
Leg up on every other superhero known to man.
Living parents! Better yet, loving parents. They supported him when things got tough, even if they didn't always see eye to eye. And thanks to them, he learned that the best way to be Spider-Man wasn't to do it like Peter.
Game of Thrones
Biggity.
King's Road is now available on both PC and mobile with Google Play.
but to do it his own way.
And it helped that this particular spider had a bit more to its bite than Peter's. Miles has a variety of unique powers, like invisibility and venom.
Not like Tom Hardy, though it is weird to give your main power the same name as one of your bad guys. Come on, Spidey, branding is important.
Miles can harness his own bioelectric energy and weaponize it, which is especially effective against individuals with genetic mutations.
That is tough. Oh, so this is going against Miles Morales.
Mega blasting. Hell, he can even make electric constructs out of this stuff, like biowebbing and a damn sword. Jeez, what kind of spider was this?
It's not entirely science fiction. Studies have shown that certain species of spiders, such as the Linophiidae, have a process known as ballooning. By spinning a thread of their silk, they can use the Earth's natural electric fields to fly, traveling up to hundreds of miles. No pun intended.
Well, whatever kind of bite it was, it gave Miles the edge he needed to find his worth as Spider-Man.
Miles can dodge gunshots, missiles, and lightning bolts. He survived all sorts of beatings, including a building exploding on top of him.
Oh, geez, Spidey.
Yeah, but Deku, you know what? Let's.
Attacks, and Miles is more than a match for him.
Like the time he absorbed the energy of a bomb that was going to vaporize Harlem. A blast that would have equaled 15 million tons of TNT.
He's gotten kudos from a ton of other heroes too, becoming a member of the New Ultimates and the Avengers. He even helped form the Champions, a team of teenage superheroes with the likes of Miss Marvel and Ironheart.
The King of Wakanda himself even suited him up with some Wakandan vibranium.
The same stuff as T'Challa's own suit. This super rare and tough metal can absorb kinetic energy and vibrational impacts.
It helps to regulate Miles's venom powers too, allowing him to better control his electrical output.
The vibranium is thinner to better fit his acrobatic fighting style, but it can still shake off most fatal attacks like they're nothing. This stuff is tough enough that Deadpool's swords have shattered against it.
Though it's not as durable as, say, Captain America's shield. And
Damn. Hold on. I ain't never seen a Captain America do that a day in my life. Not even gonna cap. A Cap has never did that shit ever. What? That easy? Fuck. He need to be on on the scene a little bit more in this motherfucker. You feel me? A little bit more.
Reloading.
Don't be near it when it does, or you'll end up like the Falcon here when he used his vibranium wings to stop a bomb that was gonna blow up New York City. That's twice now. Does any other city have to deal with this stuff?
But when vibranium and spider powers still aren't enough, Miles can push his electrical output into overdrive,
giving him huge boosts in strength and speed, and making him a whole lot zappier. It's your classic shonen power-up, and he knows it too. He's a bit of a weeb and has a thing for mimicking some favorites.
Despite his initial insecurities, Miles.
All right, we going get a little bit further to this.
What is a hero to the citizens of?
We know Midoriya is.
Football, as they call it.
Straight punches, spikes, even finger flicks. One for All is the ultimate in strength-enhancing quirks.
The first time he used it, Izuku destroyed this giant robot in a single blow on accident. Too bad it wasn't the only thing.
He developed full cowling. Instead of using his quirk in short bursts, he would continuously spread the energy across his body at low percentages, using it for acrobatics inspired by Bakugo's explosive movements.
And with that new thinking came a new fighting style, shoot style. To use a stronger limb that'd be less likely to break, Deku took a page from Nerd Emoji Ida's book and switched to focusing on kicks to pack in more of a punch. Yeah.
And that power would be needed. After a climactic battle with All for One, All Might would be forced into retirement, just a few months into Deku's training. Now it was his turn to face this demon lord.
But he didn't have to do it alone. Just as All Might had passed One for All onto Deku, it had been passed onto All Might by his master, and onto her by her master. One for All was a power that was built upon for generations.
The quirks of the previous users of One for All manifested in Deku, along with their spirits, or vestiges, to help him in his battle against All for One.
Black Whip gives him energy tendrils to swing around and restrain foes.
Deku is a dog now. A real dog, like a real. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at this boy. We gotta see these. We gotta see these. I ain't gonna lie.
And doesn't tell him
Wait.
He can effectively fly.
Danger Sense detects incoming threats and unease, letting Deku react in advance. Though it's mostly like an alarm bell and doesn't tell him specifics like location or number of threats. Familiar?
Smokescreen lets him
Literally
create a smokescreen. but he can use it at full blast to create a bigger smoke screen.
That's swell and all, but the real meat is in Fajin. After building up kinetic energy within his body, Deku can unleash it for bursts of strength and speed.
He's combined it with Black Whip to create the powerful Black Chain binding attack, and can use it in conjunction with full cowling to achieve foe 100%, equaling All Might's full level of power without any recoil.
He once used it to outspeed a bullet shot by Lady Nagant, a former hero turned villain who has a sniper rifle for an arm.
That shit is
I
cool.
think I'm in love.
Nagant's
Literally,
once crossed a
but
distance of around
that shit is raw as
215
fuck.
kilometers within a fraction of a second. That's 6,700 times faster than sound. And Deku was moving so fast, the bullet seemed like it was standing still.
And he can go even faster than that with his final quirk, Gear Shift.
By touching a target, he can control its speed without abiding by the laws of inertia. He can slow down foes to leave them frozen in the air, or move so fast he can punch multiple times in an instant.
Even All For One's own protege Shigaraki couldn't track him, and this is a dude who can catch light speed laser beams.
It does have a time limit though. After 5 minutes of continuous use, Deku's body will catch up to his speed, suffocating him as his cells become unable to take in oxygen.
Not nearly as bad as One For All was suffocating him though. He's been doing all of this shit in just the 10th grade. I hadn't even figured out
No
you could
cap.
your nose at
That's
this
what
point.
niggas don't understand. Niggas want to complain and bitch off a dog Deku saying how he cry, how he be bitching. But niggas not seeing this nigga breaking bones every time he uses power. Nigga, you gonna cry too. The fuck? Like, everybody acting like this nigga not literally... Nigga, he had PTSD. When he was fighting Bakugo in that first exam, my nigga, he literally told Bakugo he was trying not to do this the whole time. This is his last resort. Remember when he hit the uppercut and it broke the building and shit and it went, you know, and they won or whatever? You know what I'm saying? Like, he didn't want to do that shit. He literally crying, tear dripping down face like D. Crying, nigga. That's here. I didn't want to do it. Literally. No
Pressure of
cap.
having to save his friends, the country, the entire world weighed on Deku. So he left UA to fight this war alone.
But alone was never where Deku fought best. Having come from nothing, his admiration for his peers gave him strength, just as they admired his strength and desire to help others. Even Bakugo came around to him.
So when it came time to finally put that demon lord back in hell, his classmates, teachers, mom, friends, enemy, and everyone else supported and cheered him on.
All right.
Imagine being able to build anything, for any reason, in any style, at any scale.
Can't build a house, nigga.
Benjamin,
Shut
what are
that
you
shit.
wearing? For a robot chief, all possibilities. All right, the combatants are set, and we've run the data through all possibilities.
It's time for a death battle!
Huh? Yo! You're more man and less spider than usual.
Whoa, I was looking for you. Care to show me what you can do?
Alright, new guy. First lesson? Don't watch the mouth. Watch the hands.
Now watch mine, Delaware! Ah!
Try that one more time. Guess who?
I can't use my full power here. Gotta
That's
take
not
this
really
somewhere else.
shit.
Oh, gross!
You got skills, man. I like that. Oh, mierda.
Smack his ass. Oh my god. Fajin.
I moved us to an abandoned part of the city so we can go all out! Because I always do my best!
The exaggerated swagger of a black teenager. You see? No cap.
Spider-Man.
Holy fuck.
Sarah was right. Your quirk is amazing.
Amazing is my buddy. They call me the ultimate Spider-Man.
His suit has shock absorption, not nullification. So, it's got a limit.
He can't take a 100%.
Go beyond! Ultra! Spider-Man, you really are the ultimate.
Wait, he blew himself up?
Let's start by talking about their superpowers, which matched up quite evenly. Unsurprisingly, given the not-so-subtle inspiration for Deku's quirks, though they did have some edges over the other.
The Spider Sense gave Miles more insight on his surroundings and threats than Danger Sense, which has been worked around before.
This meant Miles' invisibility was harder for Danger Sense to detect when he wasn't attacking, while the Spider Sense's radar system allowed him to find Deku in a smokescreen. But Izuku's other quirks granted him advantages of his own.
Float was a lot more mobile than Webs, and Fajin gave a bigger boost in strength than Venom did. Since both had some advantages and disadvantages, we're gonna call superpowers a tie.
Next up, speed. Scaling to Peter, Miles could dodge light speed attacks, which actually outpaced Izuku moving faster than that sniper bullet. Fortunately for Deku, though, that wasn't his best.
Thanks to Gear Shift, Deku could speed himself up to match Miles the same way he did to the light-catching Shigaraki.
Yeah.
Even worse for Spidey, one touch from Gear Shift could freeze him in place and make dodging totally impossible. So speed goes to Deku.
As for
That
skill,
boy Deku is
was
nasty, bro. I'm
incredibly
telling
talented
y'all,
at
boys.
analyzing an opponent's abilities and coming up with strategies on the fly.
But Miles' powers and fighting style gave Deku few immediate openings.
Deku may have received more formal training at UA, but he was ultimately only active in hero work for a little under a year.
Meanwhile, Miles has been handling everything from neighborhood crooks to multiverse-ending gods for significantly longer.
It's close, but with his greater experience, skill goes to Miles, and that means the biggest deciding factor is raw strength.
And that was no contest.
Yeah.
Miles absorbing the energy of that bomb was nothing to scoff at, but overwhelming power is what One For All is all about.
When Deku defeated All For One, the energy needed to part those clouds with this punch had a yield of 362 billion tons of TNT.
He really a sky
Smashed
splitter.
the
Stop
ball
playing with that
Miles absorbed
boy.
out of the water.
But it wasn't as simple as that. Miles is wearing a vibranium suit after all, so the question wasn't necessarily who was stronger.
Fuck a sky
it was
splitter. Deku's a sky clearer, nigga. He would literally be he would have conquerors in One Piece. Stop playing with him. Dead serious, standing on that.
as if Miles' suit was tough enough to continuously absorb Deku's blows.
When the Falcon protected New York from that city-destroying blast, it had a yield of 546 megatons. Impressive, but Deku defeating All For One was still over 600 times stronger than Vibranium's limit.
And Deku did that with One For All's embers, not the full package.
And remember, the Vibranium in Miles' suit was much thinner than what Falcon and Black Panther had, making it unlikely it could absorb as strong of a blast.
It's there to provide more protection, sure, but there was no way it could survive all of what Deku could dish out.
In this superpowered battle, it was Izuku's overwhelming speed and immense strength that made him the winning hero.
And the morales of the story is...
The winner is Deku.
Simple.
Next time...
We already knew these, man. Sam, I thought Deku really holding this shit down. I love you, Spidey, but that's just one you can't do it. Simon the Digger? I might have to watch those next. What the fuck? Hey, y'all boys like, comment, subscribe. Thank you.
I'm smoking out gas. Yeah, I hit the exhaust. Now I'm taking off. I'm taking off. Yeah, I came from the bottom, I went to the top. Now I'm taking off. I'm taking off.